Good afternoon, students, and welcome to the online class of history. Myself, Ananya Bhattacharjee. Today, we will start with a new chapter, that is, chapter 3. And the name of our chapter is Kingship, Caste, and Class, Early Societies, and the time period that is circa 600 BCE to 600 CE. So, today I will discuss only one topic, that is Mahabharata and critical edition. How critical edition was prepared. Okay. So, see, in your previous chapter, we saw that there were several changes in economic and political life between circa 600 BCE and 600 CE. Some of these changes influenced societies as well. For instance, the extension of agriculture into forested areas transformed the lives of forest dwellers. Craft specialists often emerged as distinct social groups. The unequal distribution of wealth sharpened social differences. Historians often use textual traditions to understand these processes. Some texts lay down norms of social behavior, others describe and occasionally comment on a wide range of social situations and practices. We can also catch a glimpse of some social actors from inscription, and we will see each text and inscription was written from the perspective of specific social categories. So, we need to keep in mind who composed, what, and for whom. We also need to consider the language used and the ways in which the text circulated. Used carefully text allow us to piece together attitudes and practices that sharpen social histories. Okay. Now, in focusing on Mahabharata is one of the most colossal epics of subcontinent. This epic in its present form has over 1 lakh verses. It also depicts a wide range of social categories and situations. It was composed over a period of about 1000 years, that is 500 BCE onwards. Some of the stories may be in circulation even earlier. The central story of Mahabharata is about two sets of warrior cousins. It also contains section laying down norms of behavior for different social groups. The principal character of this epic occasionally seems to follow these norms. Critical edition of Mahabharata. Now we see a very ambitious project was started in 1919 Christian era under the leadership of noted Sanskrit scholar V.S. Suktankar. Many scholars collectively decided to prepare a critical edition of Mahabharata. Initially, Sanskrit manuscript of the epic written in different scripts and in different parts of the country were collected. This team, comprising of scholars, worked out a method of comparing verses from each manuscript. They selected all those verses which were appeared common in all manuscripts. They published all this in several volumes running up to 13,000 pages. Around 47 years took to complete the project. Two things became apparent in the whole of this project. First one was there were similarities in many elements of Sanskrit version of the story. This similarity found in all manuscripts stretched in whole of the subcontinent from Kashmir and Nepal in north and Kerala, Tamil Nadu in south. Second one was that a number of regional variations came in front in the ways in which the epic had been transmitted over the centuries. These variations were written as footnotes and appendices to the many texts. More than half of the total pages are devoted to these variations when they were taken together. Actually, these variations could be reflected in the complete process that shaped early and later social histories through dialogues between dominant traditions and resilient local ideas and practices. These dialogues are featured by moments of conflict as well as of consensus. Our information about all these processes is mainly based on those Sanskrit texts which were written by Brahmanas for themselves. Historians in 19th and 20th century first time explored these texts while concentrating on different issues of social history. They believed that whatever is written in the text could have been actually practiced. Later on, scholars also studied other traditions with help of Pali, Prakrit, and Tamil texts. Their studies indicated that these ideas contained in normative Sanskrit texts were recognized as authoritative, but they were questioned and sometimes even rejected. So that's much about today's topic, and in next day we'll be discussing about new topic. Okay, so please go through this video and open, after that you please open your textbook, and it will be easy and helpful to you to understand those points. Okay.